the fast 5 things you need to know. We'll start your day off swirly, it's the toast. I sound amazing.
Welcome back to The Toast and happy Monday. Hope everybody had a great weekend that was both restorative and
Pargelicious definitious.
when in doubt, just say
Pargy.
pargelicious.
When in doubt, pargy.
Yeah.
Well, my weekend was restorative and pargy. And you want to know how I know that?
Let me guess. How do I know? I feel like you had a restorative weekend when you didn't get out of your pajamas. Is that what happened to you? You guys, we just recorded the first 2 minutes of this episode before we realized like we were having an audio issue, so we fixed it and started over. But that was the conversation.
That was the conversation. She's like, I hope everyone had a restorative weekend. And I was like, I did. And you want to know how I did? And she racked her brain and she didn't know
I couldn't think, possibly.
And I said, because I didn't get out of my pajamas all weekend. And the ones that I wore to sleep. So like I didn't leave my house. I got to like be cozy with Maxie all weekend. On Saturday, everybody came to me. So like things were busing. We played Maj. We had a barbecue.
There was like a little storm.
There was a storm. We did a little bit of everything. What about our barbecue?
The thing I like about spending time in Florida is that when it rains, I'm like immediately transported back to like summer camp because it's hot and it's raining and it just like needs to rain briefly so that it'll pass. But you get this temporary moment of like chilly, cozy vibes.
We had to bring in our Maj table. Like it was coming through the screen.
The wind, like it was
coming
crazy.
Sideways.
No, it was like kind of crazy weather.
It was really cozy and sweet.
And then it's back like 20 minutes later.
Then we were able to have our barbecue outside.
And then
we
love
were back,
barbecuing.
Then we were back inside waiting for the rain again.
The barbecue let's talk about the food.
The food was really good.
Actually,
right? I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
The vibes were really good. No,
the food was excellent.
Except for the hamburgers.
So yeah, like Ben went to the grocery store and Jackie's Publix is like a kind of a bus-in kosher section. So Ben just bought pre-made kosher patties.
The ally ship from Publix is so beautiful.
It can't go unnoticed, like the ally ship. Jackie then saw what Ben got and was like, listen, those pre-made patties suck balls. But we already had them.
He was like, no, it's just because you don't season them when you make them.
Yeah, he did victim blame.
I was like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe I'm just bad at them. Yeah,
we get pre-made patties from our kosher grocer and they're like better than any patty you can make yourself.
Publix is not the kosher grocer.
So we overestimated the allyship. The burgers were disgusting and terrible, but everything else was amazing. The camaraderie was amazing.
The hot dogs. We should have just had hot dogs because that's all.
The chicken, kern,
French fry dairies.
I just love a barbecue. It's so much work, but it's actually not because
I told Ben for this barbecue, whenever we have a barbecue, the people like we can't agree on barbecue because it's so much work and Olivia's prepping at her house and Ben wants to do like start at 10 a.m. and eat at 1.
And he wants to start like making dishes that he saw on Instagram. Did he tell you what he wanted to make but he didn't make?
So I pleased him the entire time that he was cooking and we really kept it very tailored because I was like, Ben, we don't have to have a barbecue that like makes us never want to have a barbecue again.
No,
we don't have to break up the family every time we have a barbecue.
And Ben really takes advantage of the family rule. Like if you cook, you don't have to clean, which is, I think, a fair rule. But I no longer think it's a fair rule because I think he takes advantage of it. So I was in charge of cleanup. But let me tell you, I was shocked, honey. I was in tears at I was doing dishes, how few dishes there were. That's also, barbecuing so underrated. It's just the grill, you know? There's no pots, there's no pans, If you're a sweeper, highly recommend throwing a barbecue.
So it was a very successful, and I feel like we'll do one again because we all had a pleasant experience.
I don't know. Maybe we should just take the W because Ben was sort of whispering about this dish he wanted to make.
What is it?
That he saw on Instagram and he wanted to try. It was like a barbecue themed. Ready? You're going to throw up. A hot dog tartare.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
And I love a hot dog.
But he saw a hot dog tartare. I was waiting for him to bring it out. I thought he made it.
Did you enjoy his eggplant and labneh?
Oh my God. Okay. So Ben and I went to the farmer's market on Saturday, which we vlogged, by the way. It's on the Patreon. People are like sort of saying it's like the next Anthony Bourdain, whatever show he filmed.
Which one of you is Anthony, Ben?
Obviously. And I'm like the rude producer. like the bitchy PA. Like I was like giving commentary the whole time. Ben and I both put on microphones and I forgot that like we were mic'd up the whole time. So I'm in the car, Ben's over here. I hear Ben talking to the lady from the produce stand. Like it was so funny. And so it was a small farmer's market. We hit all the stands and towards the end, honestly, I felt like a third wheel being there. Ben met the woman of his dreams. She was running a stand called Mediterranean Delight. I feel like it actually wasn't Mediterranean fare. It was like Persian. It was stuff I see on Shahs of the Valley, labneh and baba ganoush. In Shahs of Sunset, Adam is like always making his. Is it tabbouleh or whatever?
Tabbouleh.
But I can't remember if it was tabbouleh or baba ganoush. And then whatever, they're making fun of him because it's like not even good. But it's like his thing. He like married someone Persian and makes tabbouleh.
That's really cute.
So I don't know what the fare was. And she was saying that the farmer was Jordanian and the cheese is from Lebanon. So I feel like it actually wasn't Mediterranean. It was more Middle Eastern, whatever. Ben bought, first of all, she gave him a 4-course meal of tasters. I just think she like liked him. And I literally felt awkward being there. Like they were in love. Ben said it was the best food. I did buy a baklava. I know that's Mediterranean. It was so fucking good. Ben got like cheeses and oils and I don't know. And it's all stuff you leave out on the counter. Great. You know how much I love things on the counter. So yeah, we vlogged it. How did we get here?
I don't know. I'm like waiting for
You said...
did you enjoy his
Oh,
ramen?
so all that to say, no, I didn't try anything because you know that shit is disgusting. It's like cheese sitting in oil on my counter. It doesn't even go in the fridge.
A ball of cheese. Looked like a matzo ball.
Thank you. No, it was cheese.
Oh, he made soup for his koji.
No. He didn't even make it. His mistress gave it to him. It was the craziest time at the farmer's market. It was like so drama, you know?
Yeah.
It was so fun though. And actually, you should check out the vlog for a little surprise.
I will.
Ben launched like a project.
Ooh, are you going to yell at me about last night? Is there going to be a public vlogging?
Okay. So I wanted to go to like a party Sunday dinner. Thank you for reminding me. I have so much to tell you. I wanted to go to like a party Sunday dinner, and everybody here tells me about this Chinese food place that like they all go to on Sundays, but it's like kind of far. So I called Jackie. I was like, we're gonna go to that Chinese place, and she's like, it's like 40 minutes.
No, that's not what I said. I said, oh, nice. And you said, how far is it? I was like, probably
it was
30.
like 25.
You asked how far, so I said like 35, 40 minutes.
And then I looked on Google, it was 38. And then I was realizing that I had like eaten pretty healthy all day, and like even on the drug, like I can't control myself at Chinese food. So I was like, let's pivot. So I asked my sister for a food recommendation. Big mistake.
Yeah, I gave her the rec of like a really great Asian place that's closer by that I've been to once.
When I think Asian, I think sushi, Japanese, Chinese, fine. And I think like it's a cuisine that I like because it doesn't feel inaccessible to me. Like, yes, you can do it really fancy and highbrow, but it's lots of rice and chicken that I love.
As long as there's rice and chicken.
I never even look at a menu. If I'm going to an Asian restaurant, whether it's Chinese, Japanese, like
rice, teriyaki.
I can figure it out. They have teriyaki. When I walked into this restaurant, I was like wishing I had looked at the menu before because it was when the waitress was explaining like the fare to me, it was so elevated. It was fusion. It was shared tapas. And I'm like, but tapas is Latin. It was just so fusion.
Tapas is a concept.
But it's Latin.
But it's a concept.
It was so fusion. It was so inaccessible. I looked at the menu. I'm like, there's not one thing for me on this meal.
There wasn't side rice?
They had all these different fusion fried rices. All that had pork and I was like, do you have like a fried rice veggie? She's like, yeah, we can do like a vegetarian fried rice. And I will say that was the one thing I like kind of clung to. Ben was in fucking heaven. Again, I felt like a third wheel with the waitress. She kept coming over being like, how is it? Like, because...
Well, yeah, I want to ask, like, did he love it?
Oh my God,
it's really good.
Loved. Ruby was also like...
Oh, he loved it?
No, he was sort of like close to bedtime, like not having it. And so I was like, you know what? You enjoy your date with your waitress. I will go outside and walk him around. It was just... I left so hungry. I like wanted to kill you. Like, you don't know me. Oh, and the crazy thing is, it was like a cute little area. So we walked around afterwards looking for, an ice cream spot. The restaurant across the street, you should have recommended to me. That was like...
I don't know. I've never been there. I don't know it.
It looked just like a regular sushi restaurant.
Okay.
Like very accessible, no fusion. It was very Cody-turted.
And next time and you should do this, having known yourself, like how, I don't want to age you, but how old are you? How many years on this planet?
I'm about
26. 19. You should be looking at the menus before you go to restaurants because you are so picky.
If you or Ben tell me to go somewhere, like the two people on this planet who are supposed to know me best, I don't expect you walking into a global fusion. Like, it's just not me.
Okay. Well,
the place across the street.
Like I said, I got it 50% right.
Yeah, the wrong 50, and I will be going to the place across the street.
Okay. So you're hungry today?
Emaciated.
We need a party lunch.
I wanted to talk about what's in this envelope.
Oh, we have something important to do today because sort of businessman of the week.
We said that we're not going to change businessman of the week every week because then we're just sort of beholden. Then it becomes like this stupid thing. But we've actually been right on schedule where every week we have a businessman that we need to feature.
And it's an amazing opportunity for many reasons to feature an amazing person,
a business.
Shout out someone who's doing something that we didn't know that they were doing. We didn't know that was happening.
And I'd like to shout out, it was a toaster who gave us this idea. We always talk about our friend Bridget. Bridget, what's so funny?
I call her @Bridget.
I call her @Bridget too because I don't know her last name because her username on Instagram is just Bridget.
But it's Bridget Ball.
To me, it's Bridget Barr because she started the bar. She's a queen for many reasons, but in the last year, she's documented her journey on social media, going through chemo. It's been like a really trying time, and she's always talking about how her husband's like so there for her, and they just finished treatment, and she was posting on her Instagram that she really wants to do something for her husband because he's been just so supportive and so amazing during this time, like literally put his whole life on hold for her. So she was like, I want to take you on a trip, yada, yada. And she shared that Mike actually her husband doesn't want to go on a trip because he feels so behind. He's sort of like just put work completely to the side, and going on a trip would just make him feel even more stressed, even more behind. So she was like, but what can I do for you? And he was like, you know what, it would actually be really helpful if you could like share on your Instagram. She has like 1 million followers, all female, a lot in her area. She lives in Texas. If you could just like share a little bit about my business on your Instagram, like maybe to get some more patients.
More business, because
so he's a plastic surgeon. I actually know a couple of people who, Shannon Ford has posted that she got her upper bluff done. They've had amazing. He's like a very, I wouldn't tell anyone to just go to any plastic surgeon. Like I know a couple of people who've gotten boobs, eyes, face, all the things. So having said all of that, our businessman of the week
this week is Dr. Mike.
Mr. Bridget.
Mr. Bridget, as she
We
says,
have his headshot printed.
Oh my God.
I just love him. Like, he is the standard for what a husband should be. He's so cute. I love him.
Yeah.
So sorry to the CEO of Hermes. We sort of have like bigger.
Gotten booted by Dr. Mike / our husband. And if you are in the Dallas metro area and need any sort of plastic surgery or injectables, we recommend that you check out his practice.
Yes, go ask Shannon Ford. She had the best, most amazing experience there. Actually, she recovered at Aperture's house. I don't think they do that for all their patients.
Standard care.
But if you're in the need for new breasts, new eyes, new lips, new face, whatever.
Maybe a little something, a little tinker.
Something cosmetic, or maybe something like, that's just bothered you your whole life and you haven't, let this be the sign.
A little consult.
Look at him.
Perfect.
Our BMOTW, Mike Chodo. Excuse me, Dr. Mike Chodo.
Dr. Mike.
And I'm obsessed with Businessman of the Week because in all of our clips, there's just like a guy right behind me. Like, I'm obsessed with it.
I like it too. And I also feel like it's a really great opportunity, like for, to share some good news. Mm-hmm. It's very cause driven.
We are extremely cause driven.
And of course, we are waiting for sponsorships. But before those come, like, I really like using it as a platform just to highlight someone who's doing something really great. Like, it's Giving Some Good News by John Krasinski.
Oh my God. Maybe we'll sell for $100 million.
Maybe we will.
Yeah. Last week, we highlighted someone who refused to join Jeffrey Epstein's pedophilia ring, slay the house down boots, Axel Dumois. And then before that, we highlighted just a man doing his best.
The man who took a chance, and the man who inspired Businessman of the Week. And that's Paul Salem, maybe soon boyfriend of Nicole Kidman.
Yes, I have heard that like they're dating, and that's what that weird article was, like sort of a soft launch.
Well, good.
Yeah.
I love that.
What else should we talk about?
I read the Redheads book this weekend. We are reading What Kind of Paradise by Janelle Brown, and we're recording today. And I didn't know what to expect, but the book dares to answer the question, what if the Unabomber had a daughter? That's what the book was. It was like not fan fiction. What's it called? Like Quentin Tarantino does it when it's like
no, history. It's sort of like fan fiction. It's like ideal, like
historical fantasy, I guess.
Yeah,
it's like the story, kind of pretty much the Unabomber, but his daughter is in the cabin with him, and she's it's a coming of age novel.
That's really crazy.
I'm like kind of obsessed with the Unabomber.
I do know that.
So I didn't mind taking a path down Unabomber way, but no, I enjoyed it, actually. It felt like so many books that I've already read, though. Like, have you ever heard of Educated by Tara Westover? Do you ever hear that book?
I've heard of it, yes.
You've heard? Oh, it's really, really good. It felt like that. It felt like Tomorrow, which was like a huge book for the book girlies because it's all about like the invention of the internet and like gaming and whatnot.
So I feel like now
Bessie
would be a good time to just like share my truth that like I don't know like what the Unabomber is.
Okay,
is that like crazy?
No, it's not, because it happened in the 90s when you were like you were living it, so no one taught you about it because it wasn't history to you, but you were too young to know what was going on.
And I just feel like it's always Unabomber this, Unabomber that. There's never been like the right time for me to share that. Like I don't know what the fuck that is, or is it a person? Yeah,
it's a person. It's a serial killer. His name is Ted.
Oh, a serial killer?
He's a serial killer because he was a Unabomber. He used to send packages to different people. He was an anarchist, and he was like really against like technology and advancement and progress, and he would send mail bombs in the mail to different like professors and people in like high up who are like making progress,
right?
And studying these things. And it's called Unabomber because it was like universities and airline bomber. I don't know, he sent it to airlines too. And it went on for like 20 years. And they could not catch him.
So scary. And then they did.
And then they did in the 90s. You want to know how they caught him?
I would love to know. Technology?
So he said he sent a letter to the Washington Post and the New York Times saying, if you publish my manifesto, I will not kill again. So like the FBI, and this had been like a global case. So they were like,
Is there a movie?
Yeah, it's a miniseries called Manhunt Unabomber. I recommend it. And I read up on him last night because I was like, I wanted to.
Is this going to spoil it?
No. You're not going to watch it. It's just history. Like,
I don't know. It kind of sounds like something I
No,
you're like making it sound so enticing. But okay, go spoil it.
I'm just putting the swirly
Go
sprinkle
spoil
on.
it.
I'm putting the swirly sprinkle.
Yeah, sure.
So he sent the letter to both of them saying like, if you publish my manifesto, I will not kill anyone else. And they were like really torn at the whole country because like, you know, you don't want to
negotiate with terrorists.
Right. But like, you don't want anyone else to die. And then this magazine Penthouse was like, we'll publish it.
Penthouse?
Yeah. And he was like, that's
porno?
Yeah. He was like, that's too unsavory. So I'll just kill one more if you guys are publishing it. Like, and so then the New York Times was like, okay, we'll publish it.
I think that's right.
So they published it, but also because they wanted to see if anybody reading it might recognize the language that he was using. And it turns out that his brother's wife was on to him and was like, this sounds like a letter that he wrote us once. Like, he's so crazy. He's been saying this stuff for years. And then the brother and his wife, they actually did a lot of
It's always the wife.
They did a lot of due diligence before they officially turned him in. Like, they had people comparing his letters, like, is it a match? And they turned him in, and it was him.
Okay. Now, I feel like this is such an amazing story. Like, I'm gripped. Like, yeah. And I know people talk about the Unabomber all the time, but I feel like it should be like a more famous story. Like, how did I not know what that is?
I feel like people reference him a lot, but again, it's just like JFK love story. It happened in the 90s, so we were old enough to be there, but young enough that we're not learning it in our history books. Maybe like kids nowadays do, but it was part of like a lot of like 90s crime that I only recently learned about, like Waco.
Speaking of Waco, oh my God, I cannot believe you brought up Waco. I literally felt like Waco.
What did you do, David
So
Koresh?
where we're staying has a ceiling fan, and I love it. It also has a light. And it happened once before, but last night, twice. The ceiling fan must be wired improperly. The light went on. Do you know what it's like to be woken up with a bright light above your head in the middle of the night? Waco. I was Waco.
Psychological terror.
It was, and it happened twice. I was in fucking hell. Then I couldn't go back to sleep. It was literally like what the FBI did to that cult.
Yeah.
Crazy. I literally felt like David Koresh.
Branch Davidian.
I can't believe you brought up Waco. I was like thinking before the show.
It all comes back to Waco.
That actually is true.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, this like is like Waco oriented, which reminds me of Educated by Tara Westover, because there's also like it's her memoirs. She grew up like in a survivalist home, like out in the.
So did I. I mean, 4 sisters, survivalist. You know.
Yeah, like a
4 sisters, 1 bathroom.
Apocalyptic.
Literally.
Yeah,
I feel that.
that was us.
What else can we chat about before we get into the stories?
So
I did watch.
Redheads will come out this weekend if you read the book or you're like read it and read along with us.
I did watch the Actor Awards last night, and I have a lot of negative things to say, even though you know I hate to be negative. That's just my truth.
Okay, well, we're going to get into it. I think that's a story. I think I chose them.
She's so coy.
And let's get into it, shall we?
Yeah.
Without further ado, it is time for the past 5 stories that you do need to know.
And the past 5 stories that you do need to know are brought to you by Vivrel. If you don't know Vivrel yet, you ain't living. Oh, Jackie's bag is from Vivrel.
Say hello to my Goyard that's on loan from Vivrel. Also, sound off in the comments because I'm thinking, because this is the beauty of Vivrel, it's like
to
you
swap.
can borrow bags, you can swap them. I've got to try out this Goyard tote that I was always wondering, is this for me? And it is, but now I'm wondering if I should go bigger.
I do think you should go bigger.
And a different color. And I
like the color.
I can take that chance with Vivrel.
So Vivrel is a members-only club where you can borrow designer bags, jewelry, watches, even diamonds. So it's basically a rotating dream closet that you don't have to commit to, and you also don't have to spend on. So the best part is that they have no return dates. You can keep a piece as long as you want or swap monthly if you're ready for something new. If you fall in love with something, you can also buy it straight from Vivrel for way less than anywhere else. The most popular tier is the Classique tier. It's $139 a month, and it's by far the most popular, which really makes sense because the value you get is really wild. I have two Chanel bags that I'm borrowing from Vivrel right now that I adore. They're really trendy. I probably would never buy them, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't be able to enjoy. I actually recommended Vivrel to Taylor Strecker because she's a queen of like, she is very open about how she buys a lot of fake bags. I'm like, you know what? And she like spends a lot of money on them too. I'm like, girl, just get Vivrel. Like, you're always swapping through bags. You're going on trips. And I feel like that was some of the best advice I ever gave her. I just want to say.
Also, as someone who's been suffering with late in life decision paralysis, buying a new bag, making a big purchase like that, I'm like, is it right for me? I don't want to think about it for so long. Like, I'd rather take it for a spin, take it for a test drive, see how it goes. That's what I love Vivrel for.
If you'd like to do that, our referral code TOAST will get you your first month of membership free. The code will also allow you to skip their very long wait list. So VIVRELLE.com. Our code is TOAST for your first month free. Today's episode is also brought to you by Thrive Market, and I have the honor of sitting down with Businesswoman of the Week, the Chief Brand Officer of Thrive Market, the number one customer for many, many years.
I should change my Instagram bio to Chief Brand Officer of Thrive Market.
I think they should pay you for that.
And see if they even notice.
Tell me why you love Thrive Market, a membership-based grocery store where you can get whatever you're looking for just by hopping on their app. Their membership breaks down to just $5 a month, and it gives members access to weekly sales, personalized shopping with filters, auto ship, save, free gifts, and peace of mind knowing there's no junk in any of the products that they carry.
The amount of people in my personal life that I've put on Thrive Market, like anytime friends are like, especially for new mamas, and as you get into the food space and the snacks and how do we know and the ingredients, I'm like, just go to Thrive Market. You want pouches, you want teethers, like puffs. Go to Thrive Market because everything there is going to be the best version of what's out there and you don't have to do all the legwork. It's seriously so amazing. And they also have like auto ship, like subscription. So I know what I like at this point because I'm very seasoned and I'm sort of out of the exploratory phase and more into like my consistent buys. So you can have them on auto ship. You don't have to remember to place your order. They show up at your door. You never run out of the cheddar bunnies and there's a cheddar ready crisis.
And it's everything from like cleaning products, snacks for the pantry, things for your pet.
Cooking ingredients.
Yeah, like literally top to bottom.
All your cooking ingredients, and like that's such an easy thing to do to make sure you're having cleaner meals.
If you're ready to make healthy swaps and become a member, join Thrive Market with our link, thrivemarket.com/thetoast. That'll get you 30% off your first order plus a free $60 gift at thrivemarket.com/thetoast. Today's episode is also brought to you by Wetherspoon, the number one selling Manuka honey in the U.S. Once you try it, you'll know why. Manuka honey is not your regular squeezed bare honey. It's very elevated and special, and Wetherspoon is one of the only USDA organic Manuka honey brands on the market. They make yummy little drops, lollipops, and the honey itself, of course. I am not new to Manuka honey. I learned about the benefits from wellness guru Kourtney Kardashian. I don't know if you guys have heard of her. But then I didn't know like where to get it. Like it was very elevated and like kind of hard to get. And then Wetherspoon started sponsoring our show. They sent this huge box of stuff to our house. We've gone through it all. Ben loves the sucking candies.
Ben loves honey.
My husband loves honey, and I feel like honey is, we always are hearing about like the natural benefits of honey, especially Manuka honey, but the honey that we eat at like the grocery store is not that. And I love this brand. I love giving a spoonful of it to myself like when I'm not feeling good or like a little tickle in my throat, especially being around the kids a lot recently.
Blame the kids. I give it to the kids when they have a tickle in their throat. The kids love honey. We are a very honey household. I'll put it in everything to sweeten it up. We love Wetherspoon because it's the best kind of honey.
It's a natural prebiotic. It supports gut health and immunity. It coats and soothes your throat, which is great this time of year. It's non-GMO. It's free of antibiotics and glyphosates. The texture is very thick and creamy, and you can get a taste of New Zealand sunshine by visiting Wetherspoon.com. Use our code TOAST20 at checkout for 20% off your order. Shop nationwide at Whole Foods, Amazon. That's Wetherspoon.com. Our code is TOAST20 for 20% off your order of Wetherspoon's Manuka honey.
I'm very passionate about our brands today.
I could tell. I love that.
I have another brand that I'm passionate about that I'll let you guys know about.
Is it chaptoastmerch.com?
No, it's
yeah.
In the next break.
Stay
tuned.
Yeah, Jackie kind of has a big announcement. Secret project.
Our first story, the Actors Awards were on Netflix last night. We've got the big winners, the big losers. Michael B. Jordan bested Timothy Chalamet.
It was kind of a big deal.
The red carpet was Pargelicious Definition.
It was very high quality. I really liked Netflix's, I think this is the first award show they've done, and I thought it was very highbrow. The carpet looked gorgeous. The live stream was pretty seamless. I loved having no commercials like that. I definitely felt like I was living in the future. They do say about the SAG Awards, because it is like a peer voted. I have a hair stuck in my lipstick. Do you see it? And I can't get it.
I do see it. I think you just got it by bumping your mic.
It's like a peer voted award, which people say means more, and
because it's presented by SAG-AFTRA,
right? And you won because your peers think that you did a great job, your fellow members. But they also say it kind of has no bearing on Oscars because it's peer voted. So take that with like the winners with a grain of salt. I think some people like want to win it, but they don't like get down on their hopes of an Oscar because of it.
Yeah.
Kristen Bell was the host.
How'd she do?
She Ariana DeBose the fuck out of the intro. I'm like surprised, like how we all came for Ariana DeBose. I couldn't believe there weren't more people. She did like one of the worst. Her singing was good, but it was one of those things where thank God I had the captions on because I had no idea what she was saying. She was talking about everybody's names and they kept cutting to the person. It was literally Ariana DeBose 2.0. I think Ariana's was better, all about like stage names, and I honestly didn't understand it. And I just feel like have we learned quite literally nothing. And a lot of her like sketches were annoying and like very hosty.
But good, like inoffensive and
inoffensive. So the thing about the SAG Awards, it's very insider. So they do that thing at the beginning, which I adore, which is they cut to a couple of different actors, they tell a funny story, and then they end it with, I am an actor. They had Kristen Wiig, they had Kate Hudson. They had, I really like that shtick. It's like very funny and it's well written. I feel like it's like SNL-y vibes. But a lot of the event feels like very insider because it's like for Hollywood people. It's really like it's televised, but I feel like up until recently, like it's not for the audience. It's for like
the industry.
Yeah. So a lot of it just felt like they were all having so much fun, like with each other. I'm like, why am I watching this? But I feel like the production level was really there, and I appreciated like Netflix's first stab at an award show. I don't think, have Kristen Bell host it again. I think that last year she did it and it was really well received. And that was before it became the Actor Awards, like the rebrand. So I think they wanted like for continuity to help people understand, but I do think they could try someone new.
Yeah.
They had like a ping pong tournament with Ted Danson. Like it was really silly.
Understood. And Dax Shepard wasn't there because he was getting a colonoscopy.
Like one thing about Dax Shepard is he's going to make everything about himself. And I love that.
Yeah, he posted like a text from, I guess, his doctor about like his
schedule,
like, just to prove why he wasn't there, as if there's not like trouble in paradise, which I don't think anyone would think that there is. But that is weird. It's a big night for your wife. Like, move your colonoscopy. They're pretty routine, right?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
You're a big star. Like, I'm sure you get preference in your colonoscopy office.
The award for, I think, supporting actress in a comedy show did go to Catherine O'Hara posthumously.
Oh.
Which was really sweet. Everybody stood up and she is in the studio, which is the Seth Rogen show, which kind of swept. Seth won, and then he was the one who accepted the award on Catherine's behalf. And I don't love Seth Rogen, and I felt like he was not the right person to accept it, but he did give a really lovely speech about like the last couple of months. And this is like the last project she worked on and how to honor her legacy. So I wanted to be a hater, but it was very sweet. His show swept. I haven't seen the show. It kind of made me want to see it because I didn't realize Catherine O'Hara was in it, much like Cynthia Erivo. I didn't know that was happening.
Do you want to hear the other winners?
Yeah.
So the big outstanding performance by a cast in a motion picture, so Best Picture, went to Sinners.
Yes. Sinners has kind of been like snubbed.
Has it?
Snubbed, but like
I don't know anything about Sinners. Like seriously, not one thing except like Michael B. Jordan and Haley Steinfeld are in it.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan. It's very like Parent Trap. He plays like himself twice, you know.
And then someone sent me a clip.
Yeah.
There was a clip going.
I haven't seen the movie except I've seen a 30-second clip.
And I just assumed like it's a good movie. You know, it's getting all this buzz. You just like assume it's really great. And I saw this clip that was like some of the worst writing acting.
It was Haley Steinfeld like talking about getting.
No, don't even. It was so bad. It was kind of like when Amelia Perez clips were going viral for how outrageous they were.
The dialogue
penis
was.
To vagina, vagina to penis. And it's like, that's an award-winning.
Literally Oscar-winning song.
So that was what my experience was with Sinners. Now, I don't know about the rest of the movie outside of like the 30 seconds that I saw, but it did not bode well.
I've heard that the movie's incredible and that Michael B. Jordan is amazing.
How is that possible?
I don't know. He keeps getting... He keeps losing.
Context.
Yeah, right.
I'll just go with context.
He keeps losing to Timothy, so I'm sure he was excited.
He won Outstanding Performance by Male Actor, so Best Actor. Female Actor went to Jessie Buckley for Hamnet.
Mm-hmm.
Then Supporting Male Actor went to Sean Penn, One Battle After Another.
He was not there.
Supporting Actress.
A lot of people weren't there, by the way.
Amy Madigan in Weapons.
The TV shows is like more interesting.
Yeah, Best Drama, The Pit. You must have been happy to see that.
Noah Wiley won, my boyfriend.
Adam Sandler's handsome cousin.
What?
We just talked about this.
Are you sure?
No. I'm just saying, like, he looks like Adam Sandler.
Oh,
handsome cousin.
They're both Jewish. I thought they were actually cousins.
They probably are.
Yeah, like if you trace the lineage. Yeah.
But he looks like him.
He was wearing the craziest outfit. Like it was just a black tuxedo.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This looks like Adam Sandler every time I see him.
That's really generous, Adam Sandler.
Because also, I don't watch the show, so I'm not so familiar with his face. So when I see him, like at a right angle, Adam Sandler.
Not at all. Also, it's kind of like...
People felt that call last time I made it.
It's the new gen Game of Thrones. Remember how Game of Thrones, everybody used to show up to award shows and you'd be like, seriously, who is that? Mm-hmm. They're all doctors. There's not a stitch of makeup in the show, not a blow dry. They look like rats. You're supposed to be on like this 12-hour shift, like the worst. When I saw some of them like stunting, like, what's his name? the blonde one, Whitaker. He was like wearing a Luke. I was like, excuse me. Langdon was wearing a kilt. I was like, okay, slay Langdon. Like, it was shocking. It was reminding me of Game of Thrones, where you'd have to be like,
Yeah,
wait, who is that in the show again?
Yeah.
Because they look so glam. They all showed up and showed out. I didn't realize that like the cast was nominated. So literally everyone came.
Yeah. Then female actress in a drama, Kerry Russell, The Diplomat.
I don't know Kerry Russell. I just feel like her peers love her, and that's why she won. Not that she's bad. You know,
And like The Diplomat, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the new scandal.
Yeah.
But Parker Posey was nominated for White Lotus. And
overlooked.
I do feel like she was overlooked a little bit. But I don't watch Diplomat. I know people love it. So, like, don't come for me. Seriously. I don't give a shit about it.
Yeah, right. I have no horse in this race. Leave me alone.
Comedy series went to the studio. Must be super funny.
I know. I kind of feel like I need to watch it.
No, I don't.
I just really don't like Seth Rogen, and like it's his show. He created it. He's a star. Like, I don't think I can watch it.
It's all about Seth.
Yeah, I'm good. Like, I can't.
So he won Best Male Actor in a Comedy Series.
Congrats.
Female actress went to Catherine
O'Hara.
Male actor in a television movie or limited series, Owen Cooper, Adolescence.
He was not there.
I love a limited series. That was like bummer.
That was like Queen's Gambit, literally the best show ever made.
Queen's Gambit is the template
for miniseries. Chernobyl.
Yeah. Chernobyl.
I love a miniseries. I totally agree. And I think in this day and age, a lot of things start out as miniseries and they do like second and third seasons, and it ruins them.
Yeah. Like Big Little Lies.
Yeah.
Would have been like perfect.
Yeah.
And I know people loved it and they would never agree with me, and no one would ever, they were like, no, you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
No, season 1 was amazing.
Yeah.
Michelle Williams dying for sex. I think she was surprised to win.
I was surprised to see her there. I didn't know that was happening, much like Cynthia Erivo.
Yeah, but she's always a good,
she's a classic. Like, she's like
when
Meryl
in doubt,
Streep. Yeah.
Michelle Williams.
Oh, I caught up on Love Story. Did you?
No, I'm still logged out of Hulu and I had to read for Redheads.
Okay, I just want to say I stand by what I said, and it's nice to see other people having the same experience as me. The guy who's JFK is abhorrent. He's one of the worst actors of all time.
He's getting like insane accolades.
No, he's not.
Where'd you find this guy?
Because of the resemblance. And I feel like they really were like, and I was reading a Ryan Murphy interview about how they literally almost postponed the production because they could not find, they wanted a nobody. He said a lot of pre-established actors wanted to play the role, and they were hell-bent on finding someone new, discovering someone new. And they were watching thousands of tapes and thousands of headshots, and they finally found this guy a month before production. They had Sarah Pigeon always as Carolyn. She was always as Carolyn, and they couldn't find JFK. And I feel like they just got really sidetracked by his looks because he really does look very similar. And I saw a clip on TikTok today from a podcast talking about it. And it was like these really like smart like theater like people, and they had the best takes. And I was agreeing with everything they're saying. Like, first of all, like JFK was that guy, right? Like, he was so sure of himself. When you see him in press conferences, like, he's very smart. He knows exactly who he is. And like, in the show, he's giving like joke.
Well, that's Ryan Murphy's fault then.
But it's like, they're recreating a lot of the clothing, right? Like when we saw the park fight.
Yeah.
It was the same.
By the way, I was sending that to you because I couldn't believe that they fought in public like
that.
Yeah.
The first time I saw it, like, I was shocked.
That's insane.
So it was in this episode.
Okay.
So they're wearing the same exact outfits. They're copying a lot of the outfits exactly, which I like. So when she walked out of her apartment in that outfit, I'm like, oh, they're about to fight in the park. Like, I knew. And it's the girl in the TikTok was saying, like, no, literally all the clothes are wearing him. He looks like so silly in all of this. And JFK was known for like wearing the craziest things, but he was just this like effortlessly cool guy that you didn't even think twice about what he was wearing, even though it was like nutty as hell. Like, he wore his belt, his bike lock as a belt all the time. Like, this guy could never. Like, I'm sorry, I think he's terrible.
I haven't noticed. I haven't had that experience. And I've been seeing, like, I guess no one's talking about the acting. Everyone's just talking about, like, the two of them.
They're talking about Carolyn and JFK themselves.
Yeah. And everyone's sort of having a renaissance with them.
Yeah. And that's what I was saying when I first recapped the show. It's like, the show is amazing because this is the most fascinating story.
You down a rabbit hole.
And weirdly enough, even though it was so big at the time, I think a lot of people, myself included, like, don't know the lore.
Because it's 90s.
Right. So
the 90s are a blind spot.
It was ripe.
For people born in the 90s.
It was ripe for recreation.
Yeah.
And it was never going to fail, especially Sarah Pigeon is so gorgeous. Like, he stinks. Sorry, we're being blinded by the fabulousness of it all. He stinks.
I haven't
just had a baby over the weekend. Congrats.
And I think that if he's coming off as a weenie, as you had said, and, loser energy. No, even like, why didn't he ever break up with Daryl? Like, he didn't like her.
Oh, and in real life, it was so much worse.
Like, why did he always have to wait for her to break up with him? Why couldn't he just like take a stand? And also, he's like leading on
Daryl.
Carolyn for like 2 years.
And it's worse than that.
He can't like make a choice. But if that's what happened, like, that's not on the actor.
In real life, you got to the part with the letter, right?
What letter?
Somebody leaves a letter in his bag at football.
No.
What the hell have you watched? How many episodes?
3 episodes and then I got locked out. Talk to
Okay,
Hulu.
well, in
Seriously, talk
the
to
real
Bob Iger.
world, he got the letter, confronted her with it, like in public at a restaurant, threw it at her, and then they broke up for a year. And in that year, he got back with Daryl Hannah. Like, this is the man.
But you keep saying he was that guy. So
He was.
But like he did those things.
Yeah, because only guys like that can do that.
No,
and get
I'm
away
sorry.
with it and still
And
be a
you're the
heartthrob.
most like famous face in the world. You can't walk out of your apartment without paparazzi. Nothing like we ever seen. And you're fighting in public.
Also, I want to say one more thing. Are you following Jack Schlossberg? He's like running for Congress now. I feel like he's like kind of running with the momentum of the show. The time is so on. It's intentional.
On his side.
It's intentional. Like there's a resurgence of people being like, oh my God, that was such a better time. I wish we had the Kennedy dynasty. And he's running for Congress. And like I'm seeing all these videos of him. He's like hosting meet and greets at like diners with real New Yorkers or whatever. And like it's giving cringe.
That's really crazy. Also, was JFK like, is the insinuation that he was like going to run for president one day?
You have to watch the show. I can't talk to you.
I don't really, like the thing is, I don't mind the spoilers.
So the thing is, we'll never know, right? Because he, spoiler alert, passed away
But
before
yeah,
he would
he was on the track, AG, law school, yeah.
Even though in the show, when he asks her to marry him, she doesn't give an answer yet. And she was like, I need to know what I'm getting. Like, you're so spur of the moment. Like, I need to know, like, do you plan on running for president one day? And he says no.
It's like, you can't say yes.
Really? Like, she was like, I need to.
Like, if you say it, then it won't come true.
Right.
Can't tell anyone.
But I don't know. I wasn't alive during that time. So I don't know, like, how, because the show was like a 10-year period. So I don't know, like, when he died, like, what his situation was.
Yeah. And I was just thinking, just because, like, your dad was president doesn't mean, like, we haven't had anyone except for.
No, the Bushes.
The Bushes.
That was like an era. It was the Bush era too, like where kind of America was obsessed with dynasties.
We were ready to elect someone's son.
Right. George H. Dubs. George Dubs.
It's the only one.
Yeah, but it was like in the era of the
understand.
Kennedys and the Bushes. The Bushes are, I feel like, our only remaining dynasty. And then Jenna Bush.
Jenna.
Of course. Yeah, we forget about the Bushes. But
We forget
I feel
about
like
Jeb.
They're like akin most to the Kennedys, kind of, where there's like Lauren Bush. Lauren.
Yeah.
Ralph Lauren.
Is that who that is?
Yeah, she married Ralph Lauren's son, David Lauren, and her name is Lauren Bush. She's not Jen, but I thought she was Jenna's sister, but she's
No.
not. But she is a Bush.
Okay.
Barbara, they're everywhere.
Barbara.
I don't know another
Lauren
family
Bush.
like that
Lauren.
alive right now.
Hold on. Is Lauren Bush related to President Bush? Yes. Yes, she is.
And there's also another Bush brother, but I feel like he's kind of a loser. Like nobody knows his name.
That could be Lauren Bush's dad,
Oh,
Neil
sorry.
Bush.
I wouldn't know.
But like, he probably has inner peace.
And I just want to say, JFK Jr. is such an Nepo baby, and I feel like they're leading with that.
Yeah.
They're like, but I mean more so like in his attitude, right? Like I don't know who I am. Like I'm more than just my family.
Living in the shadow.
Right.
There's
of a great man.
Like seriously, there's no way to not be living in the shadow.
Yeah.
You
But that was back when America like lived for nepotism, Those are the days.
Yeah.
Now it's like a curse, like a scarlet letter. People hide their parents. Like you're not allowed to talk about it in an
Right.
interview, Ben Platt.
But I think we should judge the man.
I agree.
What about that?
Beautiful.
Nepo or not Nepo?
Too Nepo or not too Nepo? That is the question.
Are you ready for our next story? Oh my God, it's only our second story. So
Sorry.
Harry Styles opened the BRIT Awards with a performance of Aperture, and the BRIT Awards were this weekend.
Yes, the Brit Awards, like I don't live in Britain, so like I don't understand their significance, but it's akin to the Grammys. It's like a really big deal. I saw a bunch of news. I saw Olivia Dean performing. I saw Somber performing. Like it was very like the same sort of people.
Also, how come I had to find out for myself and no one told me that Olivia Dean has a song called Love Ya Bye?
Okay, love you, bye. Didn't mean to pick a fight. That's so true.
Like, that's my theme song.
I don't think I knew that was the name of the song. I just thought it was like a lyric.
No, it's Love You Bye.
Yeah. Like if you had Rhea, that would be the song that plays on your, or I guess like MySpace. So yes, the Brit Awards were this weekend. Harry Styles opened the show with a performance of his flop song, Aperture. No, I'm kidding. Oh, and also we need to talk about, so funny, Harry Styles went on Royal Court.
Yes.
So
So summing up 2 questions that we had from last week.
where is Harry Styles? Why isn't he doing press? And what is this Brittany Broski show? Apparently it's like very popular with Gen Z, and I was like showing my age by not knowing it. I hadn't heard of it literally until 2 days later. Harry Styles, they have like a relationship. She's like a very public #1 fan, and they've met a couple of times. I think he likes a lot of her content. He thinks she's very funny. And so when it came time for him to leave the house and do press somewhere safe, he went to Royal Court and he talked about his hair plugs. So, you know, there's been like, it's pretty much confirmed that he got plugs because a couple of years ago, his hairline was like very much receding on the sides. Then he had like a buzz era, which you have to have when you get plugs. You have to buzz your hair. He was wearing a lot of hats. And then he returned with like a perfectly straight full hairline. So it's like confirmed. We don't even like need him to talk about it. He was doing the interview with Brittany and she was like, are those your real teeth or something, like as a joke. He wasn't expected to answer. And he was like, yeah, this hairline though. Just pretty much confirming that like he got plugs, which I love. Like normalize like getting plugs.
No, I feel like that's why he wasn't doing press, because it's like.
But the timeline of the plugs, it's like the plugs have been settled now for like 2-3 years.
When you do these shows, like you really do have to like be authentic, and you can't like come on and with a new head of hair and like not talk about it. So I understand why like maybe he's like, that's not for me. And the thing is like, I don't need to know that Harry Styles got hair plugs confirmed. It sort of ruins the mystique.
Yeah. I just feel like a lot of like...
You can say, oh no, he's supernatural. His hairline just grew back.
So when Harry Styles performed at the BRIT Awards, I saw the comments and it was all like, oh, sorry, Benson Boone, your time is over. I feel like in the time that Harry's been gone, a lot of like male pop divas like have sort of come on the scene. Benson Boone being one of them, Somber being one of them. Role model being one of them. And I do feel like there isn't, you know, we say with the pop divas, like there's room for them all. For the male pop divas, like there's actually not.
No.
There can only be so many. And I feel like Harry's kind of like on the balls of his ass a little bit.
He is a little bit, especially with Aperture.
And that's why he had to like kind of debase himself at the Brits by doing a TikTok dance. Now, this is a thing that I've seen a lot that's really pissing me off. That like, you know, a key way to get your song off the ground is to have a viral dance go along with it. And you can't really manufacture that. It just happens when it happens. There's no rhyme or reason why a song gets chosen. It's literally a teenage girl in her room doing the dance and it takes off. Like it's really very natural.
A little bit though you can manufacture it when you're a big enough artist.
So now I see big artists manufacturing
like Taylor.
And it's so cringe. So when Taylor...
you think that was not a
Keep
good...
it 100 on the land. That one, when I watched the music video, I was like, oh, she's manufacturing a TikTok dance. It's the perfect time. It was like 11 seconds. It was the best part of the song. It's 3 girls dancing. Like it was so obvious to me that it was trying to be manufactured. Now it took off hugely that it's not embarrassing or cringe because it worked. When I saw Harry on the BRIT Awards doing like a dance that he's never done, I was like, okay, trying for TikTok.
Thought he was trying to be on TikTok.
Of course. Like me recreating the Harry Styles dance. And then like it just becomes a thing because the song didn't take off on TikTok. That's what I was saying last week. And in this day and age for this like genre of music and this generation of people listening, like if your song doesn't take off on TikTok, your song doesn't take off, period.
But it could have taken off in another way with a different trend of like...
No, of course, but he's trying the dance. And that's like the most effective way.
Yeah. Well, this is like a second stab at virality. The first one could have, you know, Daisies didn't have a dance and it's all over TikTok. Justin Bieber.
Yeah. Yes, right. Yes, that is true. But it was all over TikTok. You have to be on TikTok.
No, I'm saying like...
There are ways to do it outside of a dance. Yeah. Dancing is the most obvious.
Yeah, and now he's doing that. When I saw the little clip of him dancing, like I didn't feel red flags. Like I thought he was just having fun.
Oh no, to me it was so manufactured virality.
And to me, I don't know why I feel like he's very scrupled.
Like above that.
And just above doing things that he doesn't want to do, putting out music he doesn't want to put out. Because if he was, like, he would stay in One Direction and, like, you know, be part of that bop factor.
Yeah, I'm sure they would love that.
So, like, I feel like he's very scrupled in his artisticness and, like, no one can be like, Harry, you have to do this or else like, you won't get played on the radio. He's like, so I won't get played on the radio. So when I see him, like, doing something silly goofy, I'm like, oh, he felt silly goofy.
Okay, so that's interesting. I think that also, and I think that's why, like, he released this random song with, like, this random cover art and this confusing album cover and did press from his couch. And then I feel like the results didn't yield.
Like, okay,
I think he was used to, like, before he took his big break, like, he could have done anything and he didn't have to try. It was just popular, like Taylor Swift level. Like, you could release anything without any promo. And then he released this big song and it didn't have the legs. And so now I feel like
He's like, okay, I'll listen to the marketing manager.
Alternative measures. Yeah. This is my theory on this all.
I agree with you. That's how it feels. And I just want to say, like, I kind of like that because I feel like this happens to women all the time. And they, like, can never take a breath. And he thinks he can just, like,
never take a breath.
And he's like, you want to be in the pop diva space? Like, you think you can phone it in? They never phone it in.
Oh, my God. Zara Larsson's out here, like, working harder than anyone in this business to get herself out of the key asylum.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone.
And they talk all the time about how, like, it ruins their lives that they can't take breaks.
Yeah.
They can't have like normal relationships. They can't get pregnant because like the time that it would require you to take off is you're forgotten about, especially after you turn 30, as Taylor very pointedly pointed out in her documentary.
So I'm just glad that it's equal for all genders.
Agreed.
Based on gender?
Exactly.
Based on gender. So that's the Brit Awards recap.
Yeah.
Next, Tom Holland and Zendaya are married, says her stylist, Law Roach. So Law Roach revealed on the Actors Awards red carpet that the wedding has already happened. You missed it. The reporter said, is that true? To which Roach laughed and confirmed it's very true.
Now everyone's like, I can't believe Law would go behind Zendaya's back and tell. One thing about Law Roach, when he says something about Zendaya, it's been cleared.
Yeah.
Zendaya doesn't give a fuck about the public. Like, that's why she's so cool. Like, and that's why she was able to get married without anyone knowing. Like, she doesn't do it for the fans. She's in love with her man. And, like, that's all that matters. So the fact that Law shared it, like, Zendaya probably just, like, wanted it out in, like, the least big deal of a way. Like, if she did an interview, like, no, just Law telling everyone her business.
Or
her and Law had a falling out, and this is his way of getting back at her.
Or they're not married. Law's joking.
The virgin.
And he's throwing the scent off. Now people won't be on wedding watch. Because it's like, is he joking? It's kind of jokey.
The thing about Zendaya, like I just said, she doesn't give a fuck. Like, she wouldn't come up with a plan to divert the public, you know?
Yeah.
Because she doesn't care about the public.
Unless they just got married, like, it's not like there was a big wedding.
His family, her family, and Law. And she needed a dress, so she asked Law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, regardless.
I believe that they're married, and I believe that this is her way of announcing it in, like, a not big deal type of way, because she's not, like, a big deal type of girl.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. I love people who like love being private, you know? And like everybody says they want their privacy and then they go get paparazzi'd when, you know, the big ones, Zendaya included, has proven you can get away with not being paparazzi. I don't see paparazzi pictures of Beyonce. And when I see paparazzi pictures of Taylor Swift, it's because she wants us to. Because she could have.
I don't feel like all of them.
In New York, like, you can't get away with it.
No, but like when she's always getting on her plane, like she didn't call them there.
No, but the umbrellas, like, you can hide.
Oh my God, but it's like, so they still get her through the umbrellas. Like,
No, they get her feet, like literally on her purse.
At a certain point, she can walk from her car to the plane without umbrellas, and that doesn't mean she doesn't want privacy.
Okay, but like the plane could be in the hangar and she could board in the hangar. Like, I'm just saying, like, she wanted to be seen. She wanted people to know she was leaving X destination. Like, there's a reason.
But they saw her, they track her plane.
But Taylor flies all the time and we don't see all the pictures. She wants us to know.
You think she called them to the airport?
No, I think she knows that they're always going to be there. So if she wanted to get away unscathed, like she, you know, boards in the hangar. That's what those hangars are for, you know? And, you know, Taylor actually owns a couple of hangars. It's like a little business side venture of hers.
Yeah.
In Nashville.
I don't know. I feel like
all that to say, you can evade public paparazzi. You can evade that if you want to. And Zendaya just like does it so successfully that it makes you realize like everybody else who claims they want privacy, like you don't.
Yeah, you don't want it as bad as Zendaya.
Right, because it is possible. It's hard, but it's possible. And if the most famous women in the world can do it, like this nobody can.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you ready for our next story?
If it's our next story, that's brought to you by Unreal, one of our new sponsors, but not a new brand in our pantries.
Unreal sponsored our Mahjong game last night.
Oh my God. Unreal, every time I try one of their new snacks, I got hooked on the peanut butter cups. And every time I try something new, last night I had like the little hard candy. So basically they're a candy brand.
Chocolate gems.
That's all about candy nostalgia. So like whatever your favorite candy was growing up, Unreal is reinventing nostalgic chocolate classics with only the good stuff. They use simple ingredients, way less sugar to deliver craveable, mind-blowing tastes that come in real ingredients, not overly processed sugar. So if you have a bad snack habit during the day, Unreal has really craveable snacks that you'll love for every snack break. They're committed to making products with way less sugar, simple ingredients, never anything that doesn't taste truly delicious. They've spent over a decade reinventing nostalgic chocolate classics with only the good stuff, proving that better for you can also taste way better. Everything Unreal makes is fair trade certified, gluten-free, non-GMO, and kosher. They use 0 artificial preservatives, flavors, or colors, and most of all, their products are vegan too. So you can find Unreal products anywhere that cravings hit. including Whole Foods, Target, Costco, and other grocery stores. And as a special offer for our listeners, go to their website, unrealsnacks.com/toast to get $2 off a bag of Unreal. Terms and conditions apply. Again, you can shop Target, Costco, Whole Foods, and other grocery stores, or their website, unrealsnacks.com/toast, and that link will get you $2 off a bag of Unreal. Today's episode of The Toast is also brought to you by Stamps.com. It's staggering to this very day how many small business owners are still making trips to the post office or stuck with a very expensive postage meter lease. It's 2026, not 1926, so mail and ship when and how you want with Stamps.com. With Stamps.com, you can send from your computer or phone 24/7. There's no long lines, no low supplies. They're open at any time. Plus, you can print postage on demand and get up to 90% off carrier rates like FedEx, UPS, and USPS. You can schedule carrier pickups right from your door, get carrier compliant labels every time. So there are no errors, no rejected mail, no wasted trips. It's perfect for your business to send certified mail. You can get document tracking to confirm delivery, analytics to make sure you know exactly what you've sent, how much you've spent. For almost 30 years, millions of customers have relied on Stamps.com to make mailing and shipping faster and so simple. So whether you ship out a lot of product, whether you have a business partner who lives in Florida and you are stuck in New York, you need to send merch samples, just send important documents back and forth, whatever it may be. Stamps.com is perfect for your small business, and right now you can try Stamps.com risk-free for 60 days. Go to Stamps.com, use code TOAST to get 60 days risk-free. 60 days gives you plenty of time to see exactly how much time and money you've spent on every shipment. That's Stamps.com, code TOAST, Stamps.com, code TOAST. Today's episode is also brought to you by HomeServe. Jackie, why don't you tell me a little bit about HomeServe?
I would love to tell you about HomeServe as a homeowner because owning home is amazing, until it's not. One minute you're sipping coffee, the next you're ankle deep in water from a burst pipe. Repairs don't care about timing, and they definitely don't care about your budget. So regular homeowners insurance covers a lot, but it usually doesn't cover a lot of the day-to-day wear and tear, like plumbing failures, HVAC breakdowns, electrical issues. You're often on your own for those. So that's where HomeServe comes in. It's like a subscription for your home for as little as $4.99 a month. They've got your back. Repairs hit fast and hard. You could be searching for a contractor in a panic, or you could already be on the phone with one from HomeServe's 24/7 hotline scheduling a repair. So it's very simple. Choose a plan for your needs and budget, and when something on your plan goes wrong, just call their 24/7 hotline to start the repair process. So yes, I had like a little leak in my bathroom, one of my faucets. And it's like, that's not something that's like insurance, the big one, but these are like day-to-day things that are really
add up.
Frustrating. They add up, and it's not just like the cost of it, which HomeServe will help you with once you're on a subscription, but it's also, the resources of finding someone great. Their hotline will help you with that. So it's really a fantastic product for us homeowners. Help protect your home systems and your wallet with HomeServe against covered repairs. Plans start at just $4.99 a month. Go to homeserve.com to find the plan that's right for you. That's homeserve.com. Not available everywhere. Most plans range between $4.99 to $11.99 a month for your first year. Terms apply on covered repairs. Thank you, HomeServe.
Thank you, Shaqui.
Such a great resource.
For sharing your truth with us.
Such a great resource. Happy to put people onto it.
Great.
Our next story, NBC is eyeing Pink to take over the Kelly Clarkson show. Rumors are swirling. Pink has landed in New York, and the talk of the town is that she's taking over Kelly's show. So NBC is not in the business of squandering a key time slot.
Right.
In the wake of Kelly Clarkson's departure, and TMZ has confirmed the network is taking a hard look at Kelly's replacement this week, namely Pink. As one source connected to the show tells TMZ, Pink has what it takes, meaning she has the skill set to do an hour-long interview show. Most importantly, the source says she's natural and friendly. Sources connected to the show say the show's staff loves Pink, and they're crossing their fingers that she's the one from NBC.
So I want to say I think this is a bad call all around.
Okay.
And I'm obviously protective of Kelly's time slot, so maybe that's that. But the thing that was so great about Kelly, and I think why the show, she was so open to doing it, is when the time came, like she really wasn't actively touring. And so it's, you crave a job that will give you stability. She's a mom of two. With Pink, she's almost always on the road, and this job does not lend itself, and she's a very successful touring artist. This job doesn't lend itself to doing other things outside of it. It's very full-time. Also, I think what's underrated about Kelly, and people don't even really ever, I think, acknowledge this, and that's why she's so good for the job, is daytime is very, it's fodder, right? It's like filler. It's not filler. It's not like, you're not having like hard conversations, and it's hard it's fluff. It's hard for someone to walk the line in this day and age without getting political. And I think that's why like literally everyone loves Kelly Clarkson. Like I think that she's very joyful. She's very uplifting in a time when people need that. And she's not talking about literally anything that's going on outside of her show. And it's kind of like an escape for people. And there's very, very, very few people who can do that without getting shit, right? Like, you're not political. It's a privilege to not be political. But for some reason, Kelly just sort of gets away with it. And I think it actually benefits her in this particular job. Pink, for years, is like very outspoken about a lot of different issues. I think that she wouldn't be able to maintain that level of escapism for people. Now, some people crave that in a daytime show where they're looking for more hard news or hot takes.
Yeah.
But with Kelly's audience, I think they've really come to appreciate that it's just fun. We're singing, we're talking to other girls, we're talking about motherhood. Like, we're not talking about anything that high level or deep. And I think that the audience might not take to Pink's totally opposite approach to that. Pink was one of the first people in the industry like talking about politics before. Now everyone does, but like very much in like the shut up and sing era of like American music. She was one of the first. Like, and I don't think she would change that, you know?
Yeah, I would think of them more from like a music and career standpoint. I think they're like in the exact same spot
Agreed.
in their careers, and they both make music that I love. So like to me, they are sort of similar. But I agree with you in thinking about it. Like, Pink is more divisive, and like she said like divisive things, not even like back in the day when she was, you know, a troubled teen, but
right.
like just recently.
No, she has her thing. She's like a badass.
And,
yeah.
You know, she's always like, if you don't like this, don't listen to my music. Like,
yeah.
You know, which isn't someone who's for everyone all the time. So I agree with you. I imagine she wouldn't bring that
take on the same
energy
philosophy
to this show, but I also think Pink's gonna Pink. She's very scrupled, and she's not gonna like shut her mouth
just to
hold
take a
down
job. Agreed. I can't imagine that she wants this job. I don't know. I feel like this is just like a rumor.
Yeah.
She's such a
It's
successful
just so
touring
funny
artist.
how like back in the day she was like one of the girlies, and she was like the bad seed, right?
Right. No, she would like had short hair and tattoos.
And
like
now you know, singing like about how she's not like Jessica Simpson, and now she's the one who's America's sweetheart.
It's crazy. Because you know what? The cream rises. Like, say what you want about Pink, she is so fucking talented, and her music is so good. She never went.
I mean, I know.
No, I know, but I'm saying like when you look at it like sort of at a glance, like why did she make it? She's still, of all those pop girlies, she's really the only one who's still touring.
But it's also about, it's not just the music, it's the head on her shoulders.
She is very headstrong.
She's like the only one who didn't like lose her mind.
It's so true. She never went through like a bad era because she was always this like bad gal, but it was very like, it was manufactured. It was like an image. Like she herself has always been like very true to herself, very good head on her shoulders, very smart. And it's true. Like when you think of that era that she came from, she's sort of the last one standing.
Yeah. And like she's very tough. And I think like no one, like she was able to make it through that very hard time, whereas everyone else like sort of was manipulated and didn't
got lost in the sauce.
And they're back.
Yeah, of course.
You know, but it
no, she never wavered.
It took a toll.
Kind of sounds like the way we're describing her, like she would make an amazing talk show host. And I actually agree that she would make an amazing talk show host, but we're talking about filling the Kelly
and like
slot.
And maybe she's just filling Kelly's slot and it's the Pink show and you're going to get some hot takes. But she's not the next Kelly because Kelly is for everyone. You couldn't, and it's not like I know anyone who would say like, I hate Pink, but I think if they heard some of the things that she said, they'd be like, oh,
well, yeah, right.
That doesn't represent me.
That's the cost of like being a person with a lot of opinions that you share. It's like and I think Pink knows that, and she kind of prides herself on that, being like, well, if you don't agree with me, like you don't have to listen to my music, you don't have to come to my show. Whereas like Kelly has always been for everyone.
Yeah.
So it's I feel like we talk about it a lot in like a more jokey way with Jimmy Fallon. Like he kind of is for everyone because he just sort of like goes with the flow and say what you want. Maybe that makes him unscrewable, but it does make him successful. And I think he has like, you know, a good Q score because of it. Like he doesn't really wade where other people do, and maybe he's not having the most like intellectual monologues.
You know who might be good for this?
Let me think.
Who? It's like she might also be terrible.
Who?
But she might be good.
Who?
Katy Perry.
Wow. I mean, I'm down to try.
You know what I mean? Like she loves to
be loved, and she loves to be loved.
Like be out there, and she has so much energy. Like maybe she needs to channel it.
Does it have to be a pop star? Like
no. But if we're thinking of like the next Kelly Clarkson, and Katy is obviously like not as loved as Kelly, but like she needs to do something with all that energy.
Different. And I think a huge part of the show's success is the musical element of it, like the karaoke. And I guess like Kelly Clarkson like owns the show, so like whoever she picks, like it's like how Barbara Walters invented The View, and like she still is cashing checks to this day. I think that if they take on the format of Kelly's show, like she'll still be a part of it, which she should be. But yeah, the musical element, it doesn't have to be a pop star, but the musical element was something nobody else had done on TV before. And I think it really helped with the success, especially catering to a young audience. Like the Kellyoke is like going so viral and people being put on to Kelly for the first time through her show.
I think also a logical choice that people would think about is Carrie Underwood.
Guarini. Oh, but Carrie Underwood is...
We're doing American Idol.
Well, that, and she's similar to Pink, but just sort of on the opposite
She's
side.
a homesteading trad wife.
She's a homesteading
She
trad
makes
wife.
her own yogurt.
She performed at the inauguration. Like, she is divisive also in terms of, like, liberals would be like, I don't want to hear Carrie Underwood, and conservatives would be like, I don't want to hear Pink.
Right.
I think liberals, conservatives, they all agree. Kelly Clarkson and America's Sweetheart.
Yeah, we can. She's the Venn diagram. She's a circle.
And that's why I think daytime sort of, like, fell into this tough spot because everything's very political right now and daytime was always supposed to not be. And Kelly sort of, and that's why I feel like the network's probably freaking, like Kelly just got away with being Kelly and like just being for everyone and being like a fun place where people were coming to talk about their projects, telling funny stories, and like that was it.
But that's like Jennifer Hudson too.
Yeah, Jennifer Hudson does a really good job. And Jennifer Hudson does what I think Kelly hasn't done yet is Jennifer Hudson gets like really involved with like a lot of influencers go on Jennifer Hudson. Like I think they have guests on who I think maybe Kelly would think is like a little too lowbrow, like TikTokers. And I feel like in this day and age, you kind of need to be open to the podcasters and the TikTokers.
You know who else? I'm just going to give...
Drew Barrymore?
No. Oh, she does a good job. Kristen Bell seems like someone of this ilk of like, everybody loves her.
And she sings.
And she sings.
That's actually a really good
Kristen
call.
Oki.
That's actually
you know what
a really
I like?
good
I
call.
like karaoke.
Yeah, but
Carrie Underwood.
do you think
we've already fired
that's
her.
a good. Do you think that there's enough room in their house for two talk show hosts, Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard? Like I think he would freak.
Yeah, like those two are the most employed people on the planet.
It's so true. It is so
in
true.
Everything.
I would love to know their net worth.
Yeah, like watch out for them.
Yeah.
Oh, you could also like pluck from the podcast world.
Yes, that's what I was thinking too.
If you're like looking to get creative.
We're not divisive at all.
We're America's sweethearts.
We are.
Everybody loves
us. You're seeing double. I'm seeing Kelly Clarkson's replacement.
I actually was not like
No,
referring
me
to
neither.
us.
But like it,
Amy Poehler.
she's crushing.
She's
it.
crushing
Like,
it. Why would she want to go
Don't
and do that?
and like I actually don't think daytime's also a really specific format. Like not everyone thrives in like short, weird segments, like overly produced.
No, it's just someone who's like super smiley and friendly.
and who people in Hollywood really like.
Yeah. I think we've thrown out some really good options. And I would give Katy Perry a test week. I would.
Yeah,
She
she's
could
an
do some-
unlikely.
Here's the thing. Whatever she's going to do is going to be bananas. And it might be good bananas or terrible bananas. Whatever. Move on.
First guest, Trudeau.
Of course.
Of course.
She's got friends in high places.
She does.
Yeah. Everybody loves her.
Literally.
Okay.
I don't think it's Pink.
Oh.
Just want to say that.
Like, we still have one more story, but that just felt like final to me.
Oh, really? I knew we had another story. Is it? Let me see it. Like, is it a good one or should we skip it?
It's like a little tea. Little tea. I know you love this person.
I do? Okay, go.
I love saying her name.
I do love saying Shanna Moakler.
Shanna Moakler feels like lines were crossed when it came to co-parenting with Kourtney Kardashian and ex Travis Barker. So Shannon Moakler went on Brittany Cartwright's podcast.
Yes, we love to see Britney making news.
Um,
Date night.
When reality hits, and she said that she's talking about co-parenting with Kourtney. She said that she and Kourtney have never had a conversation about co-parenting Travis's two kids, Alabama and Landon, who are Shanna's children as well.
Yeah.
She said, I don't think those women have those conversations with anybody. At one point in time, I felt like it wasn't respectful. I felt at certain times it was kind of like, wow, if I had your kids, I wouldn't be doing some of the shit you're doing with my kids. I would make sure that if I was watching her children, I would have just made sure that lines weren't crossed. And I felt like there were some lines that were crossed. But it is what it is. It's happened. And I think we've all moved forward from it now. She emphasized that she wouldn't rule out the possibility of sitting down with Kourtney to have a conversation about their co-parenting preferences. But
Well, going on a podcast and talking about Kourtney and co-parenting is not a good way to get her to sit down with you.
It's not going to make it better. She admitted, I don't talk to that family. I don't like that family.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she definitely wants to talk to you. Based on the limited things that I know about Travis's kids with Shanna and their like parenting agreement, it's that like if Kourtney was involved, like it was for lack of
Just say what you want to say.
like I don't know many kids that live full time with their dad. Like that's abnormal based on as long as both parents are alive and like, you know, functioning. It's kind of a red flag. And I think like if Kourtney was ever too involved, it's just because like there was space for her to be too involved. I'm not gonna like crack on her. I do think like sometimes like step parents overstep. I don't think that's what this is. Being like, I'm your mama. Like it's disrespectful. Like the kids have a mom. So I think you need to be really sensitive about that. And I feel like the girls would know that. And I feel like what she's referring to is like, I feel like these women talking about the Kardashians don't have those types of conversations because, you know, Dream was like living with Khloe and like co-parenting Khloe and Rob. And again, and I feel like in that situation, it was because there was space for Khloe to become that.
Right.
And I think China would admit at the time, and I think she has said publicly that like she's very grateful to the Kardashians because now she's like a healed woman and she's doing really, really well. And she's full-time parenting Dream. But there was a time where she couldn't because of the space that she was in. And I think she actually feels very grateful to the Kardashians for stepping in at a time when she couldn't. And so Shanna sort of like clowning on Kourtney for being there when it seems like Shanna wasn't. Like, shut your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, I just feel like the girls are being criticized for being like overly
involved,
parental to all the children in their life.
I feel like they only do that when there is something missing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know, her going on a podcast like with Brittany Cartwright to talk shit like about the woman whose house Alabama lives in. Like Alabama fucking loves Kourtney.
No, and like Kourtney, I mean, people like not, but motherhood is so important to her. Parenthood. Also, she's talked so much about a blended family and like step parenthood. I can't imagine just knowing like the characters in this situation and like what their values are, what we can know from and just being fans. Like I imagine she tries to do right by
obviously.
everyone.
And I think more typically when we talk about blended families, it's, you know, kids who come over every other weekend, right? Like it's not always both parents, the mom and the dad who are getting remarried have custody of the kids unless someone's like widowed or whatever. So I think that like the way we think about blended families, I don't often think about it like this. And I feel like the things we've heard over the years about like Shanna as, you know, a parent.
Mm-hmm. I don't really know anything.
It's always like been implied that
she's just
not as present.
Yeah.
So it's like now you're going on a podcast to talk shit about the woman who literally built a house so that there was rooms for your kids. Like, like seriously, fuck off.
Yeah.
It's really rude. And then like, I don't know,
and just going on a podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and it's not even like your memoirs. It's like someone else. It's not even your own podcast.
Agreed. Like the nature of this conversation puts me off even more. It's like being Team Kourtney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Team Kourtney.
So that's our show. Thank you so much for listening.
That's a wrap for today.
Thank you so much for listening to the Just the Minute One Show. Wait till the fast story scenes. Remember the Friday and Please video thumbs up. Also available podcast. So it's Spotify, Stitcher, Play Radio, with this podcast. Find us at the first review. How beautiful, stunning, and wickedly talented we are.
Love ya. Bye.